Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, my friends. My name is maltaannon, and today I want to tell you a story about Adobe's experiment that started a few years ago and has now grown to a fully blown community when users and designers create color schemes for you to use for free. And this is called Adobe Kuler. You can go to kuler.adobe.com to browse through the endless color schemes. And the thing is that the idea is, of course, pretty cool. You gotta be logged in to actually be able to download those schemes. But the trick is that unless you're working in Illustrator, InDesign, or Photoshop, you can't really use those color schemes because they are being downloaded in the Adobe Swatch Exchange file, which is totally useless as far as After Effects is concerned. So what you have to do to actually take advantage of those color swatches, you have to screen grab this, then, crop it, save it as a PNG, and then import it back to your project so you can, sample the colors. You know what? I'm actually going to do this right now. I'm going to screen grab, and I'm going to open up a very sophisticated tool, which is called MS Paint, and let me just bring it down here. I'm just gonna paste this in, then just select this, right, copy, new file, paste, file, save as, swatch PNG, right, or whatever the format. And then I just gotta go back to my After Effects, import it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. And then, I can just put it in my comp, scale it down, and, lock it, and then just work with this color scheme. And, it took a few seconds to do that, maybe something around a minute. So, it's not that efficient way. Of course, there are scripts out there already. One by Jeff from redefinery.com, which is called Swatch You Want. And it actually takes the Adobe Swatch Exchange file and reads that file. So we can sample the color from the palette that is created by the script. But then again, you need to download the script, download the file, log into the website, download the Swatch Exchange, and it's just too much hassle. So I was kind of thinking, what can be done to improve this? And I actually found a very nice solution to that. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to Kuler and download this Kuler desktop application. It's based on Adobe Air, and it's already very nice to have just that as a option. So I'm just gonna download it. And okay, I already did. Opening up. I obviously have this installed already, so I'm just gonna click Run Now, but you will probably have to click on Install or something like that. And here's Adobe Kuler application, desktop application. I'm gonna close the website now. And as you can see, I've got all those swatches. And I can, of course, put this, next to my screen somewhere. I obviously can't do that now because I'm screen recording. But I can then, sample the colors, right? The very nice thing is that I can actually drag out a given color scheme, which is a pretty good solution as well. But then again, there's no way to include this color scheme in your After Effects project. So you need to open up this Kuler app, and just make sure you've got it on your system. And what if you want to pass the project on to someone who doesn't have this, right? So again, problems appear. So what can we do? Let me just close all this. So I did found a pretty nice solution. I prepared After Effects project made in CS3. So this is CS3 compatible. And I'm just going to drag this in to my After Effects. Just like that. And here I got the Kuler comp. And I just got to open up Kuler desktop, and this is pretty important because this little application has additional feature that the website does not have, and this is this little button here, which is called Copy Swatch Value, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna click on this, then I'm gonna move here, double click on this text layer, and just paste it. Isn't that beautiful? it took like 2 seconds to do that. Like, this is great. Let me just do it again. Okay, let's just pick some swatch here. Let's take this, copy swatch, double click, paste. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. This is just too good to be true. And what if you want to have multiple instances of, you know, like multiple color swatches? Well, you just gotta duplicate this, just, you know, so you can save the previous one, duplicate it and do exactly the same thing. Just pick one, copy, and paste. And that's it. And what's best about this, it's already made to be easily placed in your composition. So let's just go ahead to this comp, create like a new solid and put a ramp on it. And now I want to use one of the swatches. Let's take this one. I can put it in here. As you can see, all the text is gone already. And here's a cool tip. You probably want to change the quality to low so we can scale it you know, easily with no anti-aliasing going on. You can just put it in here, turn on the guide layer switch, which prevents this layer from being rendered when you do your final render or when you nest this composition into some other composition. And you can also lock it. And right now, you just got your ramp, and you can sample your colors. Like, let's take this, and there we go. Next, we can put some text in. Adobe Kuler rocks. And hey, let's apply CE text ramp. Yep, let's just do that. And choose this color and maybe this color. Oh, that's nice. That's really, really nice. Okay, and maybe let's add a little bit of bevel alpha to make the edges a little bit more contrasty. 1 pixel, 135 degrees. Okay, that really starts to look cool. And the last step, drop shadow. Here we go. Now that's a nice type. And just take a look at this. If I'm gonna put this, nest this composition in some other composition, let's call this text. And let's put another one, let's call it final. If I'm gonna put this in, the Kuler layer already disappears. And if you would just go ahead and render this composition out, it would also disappear. So this is why you gotta turn on the guide layer switch. It's very, very useful tool. So there we go. You can download the Kuler After Effects project from this site for free. So I'm looking forward to hear your opinions about it, and I hope it will make your everyday After Effects projects a little bit more easy on you. Take care, enjoy the project, happy After Effecting.